Alright. What's up? Let's save here. Back with some more summer pockets. Reflection blue. Nomiki Rao. Nomiki Rao is pretty interesting. Because she has this extra days the other characters don't really have. I thought it was going to be like Groundhog Day. It's not. It's like a dream, I guess. I woke to the invigorating glow of the morning sun. I sat up in bed and spaced out in the days for a moment. I turned over the events of the previous night's dream in my mind, especially the parts with Nomiki in them. Darling. Ah! I clenched at my head in anguish. But then I sat back up with a start and looked over at the door. It wasn't cracked open. Phew. Looks like nobody was peeking in today. Oh god. Then she heard it. I carried Kyoko-san's voice from the next room over. Never mind, I got caught after all. Yeah, it sort of feels like I'm developing further and further as a person with each passing day. No matter how much I'm into Nomiki, dreaming about her night after night is a bit much, isn't it? And there are dreams that work out weirdly well for me too. Darling. Ah! And back to the head clenching. I'm interested in her, sure, but this is definitely the first time I dream about the same girl this many times in a row. Just how badly did I fall for her? I think Nomiki's controlling those dreams, dude. I was a mess of doubts and worries, but I still decided to take part in the daily patrol.
今日も島は平和だ。こののどかな雰囲気も外の人たちに分かってもらえるといいんだが。
It was all that stupid dream fault. I couldn't stop staring at Nomiki. Angel.
何か言ったか?
Nope, definitely didn't say nothing at all.
そうか?
Yeah.
高原、最近何かあったのか? このところ様子がおかしくなる。
I always act strange, right?
それはそうだが。
What? No, deny that, please.
何かあるなら相談ぐらいには乗るぞ。
No, I'm not exactly trouble about anything.
そうか。それならいいんだが。
I was all ready to confess to her yesterday, but a dream had me feeling really guilty and ended up sort of inarticulate. Not to mention, I was pretty sure that Nomiki was acting unusually conscious of me yesterday, but today she was right back to normal. It made me even less enthusiastic about telling her my feelings. So on the other hand, I certainly wouldn't want us to be that awkward around each other forever.
高原が大丈夫なら私の頼みを聞いてもらってもいいだろうか?
Huh? Yeah, sure. If it's something I can help with. Can I lift this up? There we go.
よかった。それは助かる。実はな、近々少年団主催のイベントがあるんだ。
Are we?
ああ、運営側なので参加する方じゃなくて裏方なんだが、本来ならこの島の客人であるお前には楽しんでもらう方に参加してもらうべきなのだが。
Nah, working behind the scene actually sounds pretty fun. I'm totally okay with that.
そうか? では、高原にも手伝いを頼んでもいいだろうか?
Of course I will. Temporary or not, I'm still a youth associate member right now. I'll give it them all to make the event a success.
それは頼もしい。きっと運営には運営の楽しみもあると思う。だから形は違えど高原には楽しんでほしいんだ。
I bet I can do several people's worth of work after hearing that from you.
頼りにさせてもらう。
I was sure that anything could be fun if I was doing it with Nomiki. So, what's the event?
肝試し大会だ。
Yeah. That's pretty standard for summer.
ああ、毎年のイベントなんだ。
So, working behind the scenes mean we'll be scaring people, right? You know, I'm pretty well versed when it comes to these things.
それは珍しい特技だな。
Yeah. I remember those days long past. It was back during my last summer in middle school.
世の中には合法的に女の子と密着する方法があるらしいんだ。
マジかよ。そんなこと可能なのか？
肝試しさ。
I get it. When girls get scared, they cling to whoever standing nearby them.
そうか。 合法的密着だ。
でもそのためには大切なことが一つあるんだ。
What's that? Picking the right place for the trial?
男の俺たちが驚いちゃいけないってことさ。
なるほど、確かに。
In other words, we need to forge our body and spirit to be as hard and unyielding as iron, so we can face any situation without wavering.
そこに帰結するけど、もっと簡単な方法があるんだ。
教えてくれ。
肝試しのあらゆる驚かせポイントを知っておくんだ。
I see. If you know it's coming, it can't scare you.
じゃあ研究しようぜ。肝試しを。
That summer, we went all over the place, experiencing every trial of courage we could find. Of course, since I went to a boys' school, it never came in handy at all. I gazed vacantly in the direction of my hometown.
男子校だと役に立たないのか？
Nothing, just talking to myself. Anyway, the point is, I'll help out.
頼む。早速明日コースの下見をしたいと思っているんだ。付き合ってもらってもいいか？
Yeah, of course. I'd be up for anything if it meant spending more time with her. And besides, behind the scene or not, a trial of courage is a classic opportunity for guys and girls to get closer to each other. I was looking forward to tomorrow. Tomorrow. Yep, no dreams today. Alright. It's 12. The next day, the two of us went up the mountains to check out the course for the trial of courage. It was the middle of the day, so it wasn't exactly scary, but being alone in Nomiki in the mountain was still enough to set my heart pounding.
昼間から下見に付き合わせてしまって悪いな。明るい時間でなければ正しいコースを作れないんだ。
Well, yeah, makes sense. The plan was to meet up with the rest of the youth association that evening. Once everyone was together, we put what we learned into practice and rehearsed our routine for scaring the participants. The anticipation, always the most fun part about events like this. I mean, it always feels like the moment to begin. They're already over.
確かにそうかもしれないな。
The topper brought to mind the concept of the quiet after a festival. The more excited you get for something, the more let down you feel when it's over. Excitement and letdown always come in a set like that. Some vacations, the same way. In a broad sense, living on this island more or less one big event for me. I wonder how I'll feel when I have to go home. Okay, what sort of place should I be looking out for?
コース全体の確認と、あとは脅かすのに適したかポイントのチェックだな。あとは危険な箇所のチェックは念入りに頼む。
Dangerous areas, huh? Yeah, just deep in the mountains, of course there'd be a dangerous spot or two. It can certainly be dark during the real deal, but have to be particularly careful.
高原の地元の肝試しはどのようなものなんだ？
Well, most of them are indoor deals in theme parks and stuff. They weren't quite like haunted houses though.
それは怖くないんじゃないか？
Some settings can be creepy specifically because they're indoors. Like they make them look old, rundown schools or abandoned hospitals and stuff.
それは都会の肝試しは制作者の性格の悪さがにじみ出ているな。想像するだけでもう怖いじゃないか。
Even you get freaked out by stuff like that?
当たり前だ。私だって女の子だぞ。
Sure enough, my bad. But anyway, this is my first time doing one outdoors, so I'm pretty excited.
そんな風に下見まで楽しんでくれると私も嬉しい。
That's so. Anyway, at the very least, we had to make sure there aren't any accidents.
本番当日は青年団の人たちにも手伝ってもらって危険な場所の警備に当たってもらう予定だ。
In that case, we have to be super careful to find all of them.
頼む。
Nomiki and I walked slowly along the mountain path, conducting an exactingly thorough check of the environment.
本番は夜で暗いからな。その前提でチェックしてほしい。
Places that would be dangerous in the dark. In that case, wouldn't this be pretty dangerous? There's a big dent right in the middle of the path.
確かに暗かったら危険だな。後で埋めて平らにしておこう。ここは根が張り出していて危険そうだ。 コースを変えた方がいいかもしれない。
Look, there's the cliff right over there. The curves here is pretty sharp too, so it'll probably be pretty dangerous in the dark.
ロープか何か張っておいた方がいいかもしれない。警備にも立っていてもらおう。
At each point we checked, Nomiki take notes on the map she brought along with her. I took notes on my own map as well. Having the two of them to compare with each other would make the whole thing even safer in theory. But man, it must really be pitch black here at night.
山の中だからな。懐中電灯を持ってもらうが、それでも相当暗いだろう。
Sounds perfect. They'll make the scaring all the more worthwhile. I was getting excited just thinking about it. I want to make the event a success for Nomiki's sake.
さて、こんなものか。一度役場に戻るとするか。
I actually have a stop I wanted to make on the way. So can you head back first?
そうか。用事があるならそちらを優先してくれて構わない。ただ、夜には役場に来てくれ。
Yeah, of course. Nomiki and I parted ways. She headed for the town hall, and I wonder if they'll be there. I made my way to the secret base. Dang, Ryochi and Tenzin. No, they weren't there. Before long, night fell. All the members of the youth association gathered up in front of the town hall. Where's Shiroha?
人が多いの嫌だって。
Yeah, that sounds like her, alright. I sort of thought she'd show up since she did for the article planning meeting the other day. I saw Ryoshi and Tenzin standing a short ways away. After Nomiki and I parted ways, I met up with them at the secret base to chat with them about something. Specifically about a second try at confessing to Nomiki to make up for my particular failure 2 days back. I figured that the first step should be to build up an atmosphere conducive to a confession. Is that to make use of this trial of courage test run. The plan is to let me show off my good points and charm Nomiki's socks off. If her at the sockless state, I see the chance to man up and tell her how I feel. Counting you, Ryochi, Tenzin.
任せておけラジャ。
Okay, Roger.
俺たちがお前に勝利を約束しよ
The two of them nodded meaningfully toward me.
う。飲みき、ちょっと提案あんだけど、
なんだ？
ハイリからコースを教えてもらったんで、俺たち先に行くわ。で、驚かすテストすっから、お前とハイリで体験してみてくれ。
私と高原でか？
青は俺たちと一緒に驚かせる役だ。
え、なんで？
察しろ、青。
お前も気づいているはずだ。
Does being childhood friends with somebody make you capable of telepathy or something?
高原は私と二人でいいのか？
I do like the Nomiki route for this point. It really show off their friendship with each other, right? Ao, Tenzin, Ryochi, and Nomiki. They seem very good friends with each other. Yeah, of course. Since we're the ones who planned down and checked the course and scare points and stuff, it sort of makes sense for us to do the testing.
それもそうだな。
では決まりだ。
じゃ、俺らは先に行ってるぜ。
ごゆっくり。
The three of them walked out toward the mountain, studying the course map. Suddenly, they all turned back in unison to look at me. And then for some reason, they all smirked. Oh my god. Alright. It's even darker than I expected. Not to mention creepier too. The mountain had an almost uncanny feel to it in the dark of night. Something just moved. What was that?
イノシシかなんかだろう。
A boar?
ここはいろいろな生き物がいるからな。
I see. Crap, that's right. This is that sort of place. I wasn't really scared of ghosts or anything like that. Hell, I welcome the sort of occult phenomenon. Wild animals, though, we're a different matter entirely. They're dangerous. Like seriously, wild boars and stuff could genuinely kill you.
なんだ？震えているのか？
No way, I'm trembling with excitement.
武者震いをするほど張り切らなくてもいいんだぞ。下見だからな。
Sure enough. Weren't you scared, Nomiki?
いや、特に怖くはないぞ。
Huh? You're not? Not at all?
よく知った山だしな。それに、肝試しは毎年恒例のイベントだ。慣れている。
Ah, right. That's probably in part because she thought she knew where the people are scaring duty would be stationed. Speaking of which, we reached the first scare point at just a moment. Or so she thought. In actuality, I asked Ryochi and the others to ad-lib the scares so she actually get caught off guard. All the points that Nomiki and I planned out were just distractions. The sudden noise made me jump. Talk about lame.
やっぱり怖いんじゃないのか？
Nah, ghosts don't scare me at all. Okay, seriously, something's out there.
だからイノシシかなんかだろう。
You know boars are dangerous, right?
心配するな。私が守ってやる。
Nomiki held Hydro Gladiator Kai at the ready. My heart skipped a beat. Just then, a strange glowing orb-like something floated across the path. Now we're talking. Nomiki, look! Some sort of disembodied spirit just floated by. I figured that this was my chance, and scooted a bit close to Nomiki as I shouted. I bent my elbow just to make my arms extra grabbable. I was pretty much asking for her to grab onto my shirt. Full on clinging to my arm would be fine too, of course.
見たぞ。そう珍しいものでもないだろう。
So freaking cool.
だいたい人玉というのはプラズマという化学現象だからな。
So that's where you come from. A strange, terrible scream echoed across the mountainside. It was so abrupt it made me jump.
今の声は。
Looks like the one actually caught Nomiki off guard too. If I had to guess, maybe this mountain haunted by some sort of vengeful spirit? I tried to freak her out even more.
いや、呪いだ。
Wait, what?
駄菓子屋のおばあさんを知らないか？
I mean, I know about her, but what does that have to do with this?
時々駄菓子屋のおばあさんが叫ぶんだ。
Like, yeah, you mean?
うむ。
That's sort of terrifying. It's totally different sense, isn't it?
あと、あれは映るからな。
Holy crap.
ま、野生動物の鳴き声とでも思っておけばいい。
Isn't that stepping at all? Oh, just a boar. Wait, holy shit! Nomiki, get behind! She chased it away with a few well-placed shots.
言っただろ。私が守ってやると。
My socks were officially charred. Yo.
全然うまくいかないんだけど。
飲み気が驚かないのは分かっていたからあえて高原を脅かすつもりだったんだがな。
あいつも意外とオカルトに強いんだな。
その割に2人の距離は近づいているようだが。
じれったいわね。こう強引に肩でも抱いちゃえばいいのに。
ハイリはああ見えてヘタレだからな。
Dude. He's a pussy.
ヘタレだな。
仕方ないわね。ちょっと私がエッチな雰囲気にしてくるわ。
There we go. Mic's working again. That's annoying. I heard Windows 10's like that though. I heard people that upgrade to Windows 11, it solves their USB. Like Windows 10 have a USB issue where you plug stuff to the USB and sometimes it doesn't work. Sometimes it work. The reason I'm not in Windows 11 yet is because apparently some games have issues with Windows 11 and some applications too. So, no, whatever. Should do a test too, actually. Give me a moment. We'll make sure the mic still works. Because this mic in particular is kind of annoying to use. Test. 1, 2, 3. Okay, we're good. Alright. Alright. Oh, what are you gonna do? You gonna make things
ちょ
etchy?
っと私がエッチな雰囲気にしてくるわ。
Alright, she's gonna make things more etchy.
– 驚かせるポイントに良一たちがいないな。
There's only 3 of them, so they can't cover all the points we picked out, I guess.
なるほど。それもそうだな。
Look, something just fell over there.
これはエッチな本だな。
God damn it! Oh, you fucking idiot! That'd be what I was doing.
青だな。
She's so stupid, dude.
なんでよ。あんなの見ちゃったら絶対意識するでしょ。
しねえや。
いや、俺もいきなり卓球漫画が降ってきたな。たぎる。
Oh god, Tenzin.
たぎらねえよ。
Oh god. Those guys are definitely up to something weird. I had a feeling they forgot about the trial of courage entirely. Another boar! Wild animals are still scary, of course. But Nomiki kept her cool. Hydro held at the ready.
よらば撃つ。
She's completely putting me to shame in the manly department. But we stayed still for a moment. But whatever was making those sounds never showed itself. She stowed Hydro away and looked over at me.
高原。
Yeah?
ほら。
Oh! Nomiki reached a hand out towards me. What?
手を貸せ。怖いなら私が手を引いてやる。
I mean, I'm not really scared though.
さっきからビクビクしているじゃないか。
I mean, I wasn't scared about the trials of course or anything. I was just experiencing a perfectly normal level of alarm at the prospect of getting mauled by a wild animal. Actually, no. Yeah, I'm scared. This is my chance. A chance to hold Nomiki's hand without it being weird or unnatural at all. People say it all the time, right? You have to strike while the iron's hot. Sure, I might look like a pathetic excuse for a man for now, but this could absolutely lead to better results in the future. I held out my hand to Nomiki.
思ったより素直だな。
Well, I mean, I'm scared after all.
その割に声は震えていないが、まあいい。
Nomiki took my hand in hers.
これなら怖くなかろう。
Her hand was way smaller than I expected it to be. It's warm.
高原？
Never mind, thanks.
じゃあ行くぞ。
Nomiki pulled, or rather held my hand as we walked along.
見ろ。あの二人手つないでるぜ。
うまくいっているようだな。
やっぱり私のが決め手になったみたいね。
そうなのか？
認めがたいが、そういうことなのだ。
Oh, no, don't be fooled.
まったく、あの二人もエッチね。
じゃ、青師匠。次の一手はどのように？
Oh, Shisho.
そうね。次は熱烈な抱擁ね。
抱き合わせるのか？
よっしゃ。任せとけ。
自分で言っといてなんだけど、どうやるつもりかしら。
わからんが、見守るとしよう。
Wonder how much further we have to go.
心配するな。もう怖いのに付き合わせてすまなかったな。
It's not like that, really. When we reached the goal, I had to let go of her hand. I really wasn't looking forward to that. Something funny
い
happened?
や、違うんだ。すまない。男子と手をつないで歩いているのが少しおかしくてな。
Well, I guess we did end up holding hands in the end, yeah.
結果的に
I kinda thought you'd get more scared and rely on me a bit or more or something.
そんなことを考えていたのか。
Oh crap, I just said that out loud. Forget that, please.
可愛げのない女で申し訳なかったな。
No, I wouldn't say that at all. The opposite, really. You're amazing.
私がか？
You're incredibly unshakable, I guess. Being with you like this is really reassuring for me.
そう言われることに悪い気はしないな。だが、私は別に特別強いわけじゃない。ただ、そうありたいと思っているだけだ。
Being able to say that yourself, pretty amazing in its own right.
そうか？お前にそう言われると不思議と嬉しくなる。
Nomiki smiled in a sort of bashful way. Wait, is it just me, or do we have a good mood going here? The atmosphere, the flow of the conversation. I think I could do this. Nomiki.
Naito
Ryoichi charged onto the path, half naked, completely ruining everything. He just slipped up the path to his vent. She sped right past us at incredible speed before we could even react.
海水浴場以外での場所で服を脱ぐことは
Nomiki reflexively reached for a gun. But the circumstances were a bit unusual, of course. She held her water gun with both hands, one of which at the moment was holding onto mine. Perhaps forgetting the fact she jerked off her hand towards her gun anyway, still firmly grasping on mine. Squeeze! Whoa! She pulled me off balance and I toppled towards her.
Takahara!
Realizing my predicament, Nomiki held out her hands to catch me. Man, she really is manly to the bitter end. That is, in every sense except height and stature. I collapsed to the ground, taking Nomiki right along with me. I wrapped my arms around my back of her head, hoping at the very least spare her from any serious injury. I managed to break our fall pretty well. Thankfully, nothing seemed to hurt particularly badly. However, my lips felt really warm and I couldn't breathe. You're kissing? On accident? Mouth to mouth? I jumped away from her in a blind panic. Sorry! Nomiki raised her hand to her lips and stiffened up. Even in the darkness, I could tell she was blushing. That wasn't on purpose.
分かっている今のは事故だ
Right, an accident. Stupid ghost, it's all your fault.
そうだな幽霊だな
Nomiki took a long, deep breath. Anyway, seriously, I'm so sorry.
いい気にするな
But
ただの事故だ今のは忘れてくれ私も忘れるそれより怪我はないか擦り傷でも放っておくとばい菌が入って大変だ
dude, Hairi, this is your chance, man. Tell her that you don't want to forget it. Tell her how you feel. Nah, I think I'm okay.
それはよかった
Nomiki smiled, the same way she always did. Her attitude made it all too clear. I'll forget it too. I could tell exactly what she meant by that.
さ先を急ぐぞ
Yeah. Nomiki walked briskly ahead. She didn't try to take my hand again. If it were that easy for me to forget something just because I wanted to, my life would be a lot easier. In short, I couldn't forget, whether I wanted to or not. I've been so sure we had a good mood going, but maybe that was all just in my head. We made our way to the Corsico, a shrine, where we met up with Tenzin and the others. Nomiki shot Ryoichi for an immobile heap without saying a word. After that, Nomiki laid out her ideas for revising the course. It was all perfectly normal. Her attitude was so excessively normal, in fact, that Ao and Tenzin were clearly desperately resisting the urge to ask if something happened. As for me, I was pretty much entirely in a daze. Even after I got home, I remained in the absent-minded state. Not even a speck of interest, I guess. It really did seem she'd forgotten about the kiss entirely. I guess kissing me is just that insignificant for her. I should just go to sleep. Maybe I managed to forget about it overnight too. You should have asked, dude. The dream. It feels like every time something romantic happens to Nomiki, the dream happens. Ha! 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 I was running. How long had I been running? No clue. All I knew was my breathing was ragged and painful. So presumably I've been doing this for quite some time.
Takahara, 大丈夫か
Nomiki was running next to me. Apparently we were running away from someone. I'm fine. My heart felt like it was about to explode. My legs were like lead. It was like I was running through mud. But I wasn't concerned about myself at all. Forget me. Are you okay, Nomiki? Nomiki was gradually slowing down. It looked like she was having a really rough time.
私はもうダメかもしれない 私のことは放っておいて先に行ってくれ。
Moron, don't just give up. If you can't run any further, I'll carry you.
バカを言うな。そんなことをしたら奴らに追いつかれるぞ。
They? Speaking of which, who are we running from anyway? The more I thought that. Yeah,
見つかったか。
They appeared behind us and were closing in. Oh, God. They were Tenzin and Ryochi. No, not Tenzin and Ryochi anymore. Ao too. They couldn't run or make any quick movement, but their stamina was infinite. Almost like
ま
zombies.
さか呪いの感染力がこんなにも増しているとは。私の治安維持執行部の怠慢だ。
Do you think these are Nomiki dreams? I think so. I think Nomiki dreams are probably sharing with Hairi somehow. Save the regrets for later. Nomiki was slowing down, but I grabbed her hand. We ran around a sharp corner, only to find... Yeah, there goes Ao. No, not Ao too.
ここは任せて先に行ってと言ったばかりに。
Then we get Shooter's gonna join. The island boy. The island kids were following along after all.
そうか。青はこの子たちに。
She wasn't ruthless enough to take care of them. So that's so like her. Let's go! I ran, pulling Nomiki by the hand.
あ、みんなどうしてこんなことになってしまったの。
Nomiki kept looking over her shoulder as we ran, her face overcome with grief. It hadn't been a day since the curse started spreading across the island, but it spread to the island populace in incredible explosive vigor. At this point, the only people we could say for sure were safe were the two of us. How does this curse spread anyway?
接触感染だ。
Does that mean like kissing or dirty stuff?
いや、握手一つで移る。
Oh, come on, that's setting the bar for way too low. They don't even have to bite you.
あと稀に空気感染する。
Okay, so we're completely screwed. Also, it wasn't really supposed to meet.
言葉の通り、触れてもいないのに突然感染することがある。だが、触れれば 100% だ。
I get the picture. It's one hell of a obnoxious curse. Speaking of which, it sort of felt like the moment we started talking about contagion stuff, it stopped being a curse and started being a disease. I desperately ran, dragging along Nomiki, who seemed to have given in to despair. But no matter how far I ran, Zombie Islanders kept popping out the side streets one after another. I couldn't let my guard down for even a second. Damn it, where is it supposed to go?
高原、役場だ。
The town hall? Got it. I see it, right up ahead. But the way zombies already washed over the town hall. Hey, this isn't gonna...
すまない高原、少しだけ耐えてくれ。
Nomiki ran off somewhere. Hey, Nomiki! The candy store lady. Oh, crap! I couldn't let her touch me, so my only choice was to run in circles. Since zombies couldn't run, it'd be safe as long as it had stamina. But that was only a matter of time. I made a break to the right.
Yeah!
Veering to the left.
Yeah!
My escape routes were sealed off by cursed islanders one after another. Yeah, damn it, I'm surrounded. I thought I was a goner for sure, but just then.
高原、伏せろ。
Huh? I ducked reflexively. Suddenly shot through the air above my head, slamming into the scattered zombies. Hydro Gladiator Kai! Nomiki met the zombies charged with a fierce barrage of water. She must have got to reload it at the nearby water
高
supply.
原、こっちに来るんだ。
The reloaded Hydro Gladiator Kai knocked zombie after zombie to the ground. The water gun seriously has the power to take out zombies?
いや、退けているだけに過ぎないが、逃げる時間は十分稼げる。
Got it. I mean, it is the water gun, I guess.
お前の分も給水しておいた。
Hydro Caliber Type 0. I got some firm, familiar grip in my hand.
呪いにかかった奴らは高いところには登れない。歩くことしかできないからな。
So that means we're headed for...
あ、 放送塔だ。
With a safe destination in mind, we worked to open the path. Water guns in hand, we made for the broadcast tower.
みんな本当にすまない。
Nomiki put the trigger over and over, grief-stricken. I mean, of course she would. She was being forced to turn her gun on the islanders who'd been so happy to greet her just a day before. Ryuichi et al. On the other hand received no mercy. However, Hydro gladiator Kai suddenly went silent. Oh. That's funny. It's Shiroha. Oh, and Shiroha been infected too? She wasn't out of ammo. It was on to expect that Nomiki Pierce will hold a special place in her heart. Ryuichi and Tenzin aside. Aim wavered, and she looked at like she was about to cry. Stand back, Nomiki! I turned my gun on them in her seat. Sorry. That left an incredibly bad taste in my mouth. I'm fine. Let's go. We're almost there. I grabbed Nomiki hand. Yeah, dude. Ryuichi Tenzin gets shot, no mercy. That's funny. I grabbed Nomiki hand and rushed toward the broadcast tower. Knocking down islanders with hydro as we ran, we finally reached the ladder. You climb first, Nomiki. There's no time to argue. Go. At my urging, she started making her way up the ladder. I had to defend it until she made it to the top, even it killed me. The zombies couldn't climb the ladder, but they still might touch our legs if they reach out quickly enough. Plus, Nomiki still had a few shots stuffed in her water gun. As for mine, about 2 shots, I'd say. Hydro Caliber Type 0 was smaller than Hydro Gladiator Kai, so of course it stored less water too. But this was the only to ensure Nomiki would be saved. And above all else, Nomiki can't even shoot you two. I blasted out and shooter, but Ryuichi Tenzin appeared right behind them. I put the trigger one more time, but to no avail. Out of water. Well, I could think of a worse way to go than get infected by the friends I made on this island. I have, well, quite a few regrets actually.
Takahara, 登ったぞ!
All I could do is look up at her and smile.
Takahara?
She noticed I wasn't aiming at Hydro Caliber Type 0 and probably guessed I was out of water. The expression she made was somewhat between grief and rage.
お前、このバカ! お前は私が守ると言っただろ!
No, actually. Pretty sure I didn't.
絶対に守るんだ!
Nomiki took aim from the top of the tower and sniped at Ryuichi and Tenzin.
早く登ってこい! 私のところまで来るんだ!
Sorry. What was I apologizing for, I wonder? For needing her to save me? For giving up? I climbed the ladder, feeling sorry for any number of things. I reached the top of the tower, right around the same time Nomiki ran out of water. You really saved me, thank you. Nomiki hugged me before I could finish my sentence.
高原の大バカ者! お前がいなくなってしまっては私は
Sorry. In the end, I could only apologize. But as I did, I gently held her close to me. We were almost like a pair of lovers reuniting after a war. It was like Dang. Is the USB having an issue? Maybe. Hold on. Let me make sure mic works. Test. 1, 2, 3. Okay. It was like the ending of an accident movie.
見ろ、高原。
Is that the ferry? It was slowly drifting away from the dock. I could just barely hear the cursed cries of "Kid!" intermingling with the sound of the steam whistle. Apparently, there were islanders aboard. The curse escaping out into the rest of the world.
週末の始まりだろうか。
Could be, yeah. We clung to each other as we watched the boat sail away. In the end, I guess we're the hero and heroine of this doomed world, or something like that.
高原。
Nomiki, still safe within my arms, looked up at me. Oh, you gotta kiss her. Then she closed her eyes. Nomiki. No CG. Oh, disappointed. Why no CG? I gently pressed my lips to hers. Ah, man. This really is just like the ending of a movie. Boo! No CG. Disappointed. I don't care if it's a dream or not. I wanted a CG. Maybe they're gonna kiss again. But with better CGs. Maybe. Smooch. Ha! I was making out with my pillow. Just another morning. It was pretty easy for me to process the situation given how many times I've been through this. Ha! Ha ha! Yep, the entirety of yesterday freaking traumatized me. From the cursed scream to the kiss, the whole shebang. Ah! Today's dream brought on some intense self-loathing. Ha! Fearing the worst, I look over at the door. Oh, it's Umi! I thought she went home. We never saw Umi. We only saw Kyoko-san.
思春期
Not quite youth. I went out on patrol with Nomiki once again. We were on patrol, but... Yeah.
高原、どうしてハイドロカリバーゼロ式をずっと構えている？
No, I mean... I still hadn't managed to shake out the previous nightmare, and was feeling sort of jumpy.
おはようさん、お二人さん。
Yeah! A voice suddenly rang out from the side and I pivoted on spot, pointing Hydro Caliber Type 0 towards it.
フリーズじゃ。
こら高原、ご老人に何をする？それとおばあちゃん、フリーズは打つ方が言う言葉だ。
Somebody's skipping her cool.
おや、どうした？
Oh! From behind this time. I spun around with my finger ready at Hydro Caliber Type 0 trigger.
やめろ。
Ah! The jet of water to the face brought me back to my senses.
島の人たちに銃を向けるなと言っているだろう。
Sorry, was kind of moving on reflex.
今日は変だぞ。何をビクビクしているんだ。
Just a bit of a bad dream. I've been affected with the impulse to be on guard every time we ran into an islander. But getting shot by Nomiki might have finally cured me.
おやおや、悪い夢を見たのかい？
夢は人に話すと正夢にはならんというぞ。
Do they really? I mean, I certainly hoped that a dream like that wouldn't come true.
それなら私が聞いてやろう。どんな夢だったんだ？
Oh god. Well, my eyes glued themselves into Nomiki's lips for a moment. I couldn't tear them away.
なんだ？どうした？
No, nothing. I forced myself to look away from her lips. I don't really remember the dream very well. I'll know for sure that something was chasing me, and it was ridiculously scary.
そうか。確かに夢というのは目覚めるとあっという間に忘れてしまうものだからな。
Except really, I remember it incredibly realistic clarity. That's why I've been, or really, why I was still so fixated on Nomiki's lips. The sensation of kissing her in a dream came back to me. No, kissing Nomiki wasn't a dream. I actually genuinely did that in real life last night, didn't I? The dream had so much impact, it pretty much overwrote that memory. The whole reason I had that dream in the first place was because of yesterday's kiss. So the sensation I was recalling of her lips on mine, that was the real deal.
どうした？顔が赤いぞ。
熱でもあるんか？
No, I don't. Sure, it's hot today, huh?
そうだな。 おばあちゃんたちも熱射病には気をつけるのだぞ。
We parted ways with the old man and woman, who were left alone again.
本当に今日も暑いな。
Nomiki was acting perfectly normal, tragically so. So, in Nomiki's mind, that kiss really was something better off forgotten. Maybe I should see if I can get a reaction out of her. So, hey,
な
Nomiki,
んだ
kisses.
キス？
Sure are tasty bread and fried, right? Kisses?
天ぷら？何の話だ？
I heard from one of the fishermen that they're a great spot to get kisses around here, too. So I was thinking of checking it out soon.
ああ、魚のことか。
How do you say kiss in Japanese? I know choo-choo, but that's not it, really. Yeah, the fish. They're called kisses too.
そうか。
Is this getting to her, or was it just me? Alright, let's give it one more push. Hey, Nomiki, about kisses. Do you like them?
キスは好きかって？
I figure I gotta give you some if I catch any.
魚のキスだな。
Fuck.
好きだぞ。魚のキスは海の女王と呼ばれるだけあってとても上品な味だからな。
Queens of the ocean.
天ぷらを塩やすだちでさっぱりといただくのが好みだ。
Oh yeah, lime and fish goes well together. I see, so you're into kisses. Two, huh?
ああ、魚のキスだぞ。
Yeah, the fish. Nomiki blinked brightly and went quiet. That settles that question. She was definitely still thinking about yesterday's kiss. She was just pretending it wasn't bothering her. I was a bit happy about that. Nice. But how you gonna... Oh, damn, another dream. Hey, what's more water? It was unusually dark out. I stood alone in front of my house. There wasn't a single sign of anyone else nearby. Or so I thought, but then... I heard footsteps. Somebody was running towards me. I looked over and saw Nomiki. She was running towards me. Her whole face lit up with a brilliant smile. Nomiki?
Takahara!
She closed in on me an instant and jumped straight at me. Whoa! She wrapped her arms around my neck, squeezing me tightly. And then... Oh! It's not a CG. They got a whole kissing spray. I like that. She forcefully, passionately kissed me. Nomiki!
高原、今日もたくさんキスをしような。夢中。
Muchu! She kissed me insistently, and I didn't even have time to reply.
あらあ
Kyoko-san!
ら家の前だっていうのに
Don't call my parents, please.
二人とも偉いわね。
はい、ありがとうございます。
Excuse me? Kyoko-san's response came totally out of left field. What on earth is going on? Kyoko-san's reaction freaked me out so much I practically ran away from the house. Then we started patrol as usual.
そうだ、高原。
Huh?
夢中。
Oh yeah, that's so cute. I turned around and was kissed without warning. Huh? Huh? In the middle of the busy street too.
お、今日もやってるな。
仲良きことは美しきかな。
It saw us the worst possible moment, but for some reason they're both smiling brightly at us.
はい。
Yes?
ナイス。シュー。
ナイスチューだ。
Nice shoe. They gave me an enthusiastic thumbs up and went out of their way.
褒められてしまったな。
Wait, just a second, Nomiki.
どうした？
What else? All the kissing.
今日の私のキスは変か？いつもと同じだと思うが。
As always.
私たちは毎日キスをしているではないか。
What? Every day?
私たちがキスをするのは当然の関係だろ。
So we're dating?
そんなハレンチな関係ではないぞ。
What the fuck? The kind of non-dating relationship would involve kissing being only natural?
高原は今日はキスしたくないのか？
No, I wouldn't say that. I wasn't opposed to Nomiki kissing me at all. Heck, I was all for it.
よし、なら確かめてみよう。
Make sure what? But you...
夢中
Damn, dude, she's cute, dude. Oof. Here, let's render me mute once again. It was actually forceful for a quick kiss, and definitely more of a passionate end of the spectrum. What's the end of the kiss inflation rate around here? Is this kiss in heaven? Nomiki kissing continued to completely indiscriminately.
高原
Machu.
夢中あんたたち今日もやってるわね。
It's so awesome. Our only reaction of witnessing our kiss was a warm smile. She accepted readily without even shifting into pervert mode.
のみきも毎日偉いわね。ナイスチュー。
Nice shoe.
あ、キスは我慢するものではないからな。うんうん。
What the fuck?
本当にのみきは偉いわ。高原、褒められたぞ。
Yeah, good for you. Gonna shoot her now, even at the hard
高
way.
原、チューだ。夢中
お、今日もやってるな。
この分じゃ今日は大量だな。もう一回船出すか。
Is our kissing some sort of good omen for them or something? And even at the beach.
高原。夢中ほ
Shira! Oh, surely doing this in front of Shira can't possibly be.
ナイスチュー。
Nice shoe. Even Shira spurred us on with a thumbs up. I like that. That's funny.
夢中
うちの定食よりもうまそうなキスだ。大したもんだな。
Was that a compliment? You know, I think this is to make up of my complaint of the no CG kissing sprite of Hairi and Nomiki doing the zombie dream. They made it up with this sprite. They made a whole sprite for them instead of a CG. That's cool. Of them kissing, of course. The rest of the day went on in much of the same manner. Nomiki absolutely showered me with kisses. Man, kissing that much really tires you out. I never thought I'd kiss someone enough to get tired, even in my dreams. Kissing was pretty much the same as breathing for us at that point.
嬉しいな、高原。好きな時にいつでもキスができる。こんなに素晴らしいことはない。
Nomiki was smiling contently. I still couldn't make heads or tails of the situation, but if it meant I got to see her smile like that, I didn't mind. Nomiki,
なんだ
I took a step closer, preparing to kiss her. When I really thought about it, I'll be on the receiving end all day, and I hadn't initiated at all yet.
何をする
And she rejected me. Huh? Wait, why?
まったく。高原は節操がないな。
Are you any place to say that? She's fine with doing it herself, but doesn't want to have it done to her? What?
さて、もうすぐ暗くなる。
Wait, what? Get dark. It's been dark this whole time, though.
今日はこのぐらいにしよ
Hey,
う。
Nomiki.
私は家に帰る。にも伝えたいんだ。
As always, I couldn't quite make out her words. The world was engulfed in a brilliant light. This is a very interesting route. It's so unique. I like it. It's really fun. That's for sure. It's a fun route. Morning. Opened my eyes to find myself in my own room. I mean, of course I was. Again? Really? Yet another Nomiki dream. We spent the whole dream kissing too. Oh, some. There we go. Dream or not, after kissing her lips many times, I could still feel the sensation on my lips. It felt like I sullied Nomiki with my desires. I got kissed, but was rejected when I tried to kiss her myself. No, that wasn't me getting rejected. There's probably some sort of metaphor for my own lack of initiative. If I only had the guts to kiss her in real life. I sat and looked down at my pillow. I lifted up, burned my face, and closed my eyes. Okay, Nomiki's right in front of you right now. I'll kiss her. Right into my pillow. Smooch! Choo! Ha! It was so easy when it wasn't the real thing. Right around then, I felt somebody staring at me.
青春ね。
思春期だね。
Shishuki. Ah! It was another perfectly normal morning. Seriously, though, what was up with that? A dream where I did nothing but kiss Nomiki? That was way too intense. We were throwing public indecency to the wind. Nomiki, the guardian of the island, public order herself, doing something like that. That's a bit too unrealistic even for a dream. Is my imagination just trash or something? But still. Keep it together. Takahara Heidi. You're not going to be able to look Nomiki in the eye at this rate. I slapped myself in the cheek to drive away my delusions.
何をしているんだ?
Good morning. Good weather for a patrol, right? I was just getting myself psyched up, that's all.
そうか。心強いな。
It's probably just my imagination, but it looked like Nomiki was blushing a little bit.
では、今日もよろしく頼むぞ。
Yeah, dude, they're probably sharing the same dreams, man. I tried to ignore the feeling that something was a bit off, and we went out on patrol. They're probably sharing the same dream. We strode around the island, hydro in hand. Naturally, Nomiki didn't catch me off guard with a kiss, not even once. We greeted the islanders we passed by, as usual. No problem here, looks like. I finally managed to get myself back into a normal state of mind and was immersed in my Youth Association executive duties. But something about the way Nomiki was acting seemed a bit off. She started spacing out when we arrived at this particular spot. Her face was weirdly red too. Upon close inspection, she raised her hand to her lips and stood there, stock still, like she was deep in reflection about something. That's what I thought until she let out a moan. Hey, Nomiki, what's wrong?
Takahara.
Yep, that's my name. You seem really out of it for a moment there. You were kinda, moaning?
うなってなどないぞ。聞き間違いじゃないか?
Really? Oh, okay, I guess.
よ、ご両人。
見回りご苦労だな。
Oh, is Ryoshi intent? What the fuck?
なぜいきなりや
Yeah, this is the first time Sensei got shot. She opened fire on them. No, Mickey, what the heck was that? She hadn't even stripped yet. There was no reason to shoot Tenzin whatsoever.
すまない、つい。
つい。
で撃たれて納得できるか
不意打ちを撃ち落とせないとは特訓が足りん。
Damn. While Ryoshi snapped, Tenzin was apparently blaming himself for some reason.
どうせ脱ぐから先に打っておいただけだ。
Damn.
そういうこと言っちゃうんだ。じゃあ脱いじゃおーっと。もう撃たれたから撃ったらおかしいもんね。
It'd be super weird if you shot me again. Ryoshi threw off his shirt, practically asking Nomiki to shoot him. No stripping.
まあハイリと飲み気は別計算なのかよ
For some reason, Tenzin was staring at me and holding his racket ready. I wasn't about to take him up for the challenge though.
そう全然行くぞこいつらと一緒にいたらまた撃たれる
You won't get shot if you don't strip.
今撃たれたじゃねえかよ
Ryoshi left, absolutely seething. That's intense. He looked at Nomiki, nodded, and looked over at me.
詳しいことはわからないが支えてやれ。
He chased after Ryochi. What's wrong, Nomiki? That wasn't like you.
本当はすまないことをしたと思っているんだ。
You know, I will say one thing. We're not done with the Nomiki route, but I think she has the most fun route. Right? Out of everyone. Shizuku might be my favorite girl. Damn, favorite route is kind of hard. You're all really good. I'll think about that more. But Nomiki, this is definitely the most fun route. This is like a little Buster route. No, little Buster route is traumatizing. This is like a little Buster extra route, right? Like a side mission kind of route. It feels fun. I guess that's the word. It's a lot of good friendship, childhood friends, scenes, and it's a lot of fun scenes too. But yeah, you shot him before he even stripped. Hey, Nomiki. Taking a closer look again, Nomiki's face was as red as a boiled lobster. She was holding a hand to her mouth too. Hey, there's really something weird going on with you, isn't there?
キスのことなんて全然気にしてないぞ。
Huh? The kiss? Nomiki was struck speechless, and her blush spread across her face.
天ぷらのことだ。あれからキスの天ぷらが気になってしまって。
Good. Ah, right. Yeah, the fish. No, that can't possibly be true, can it? There's no way thinking about fried fish will make her act like this suspiciously. Nomiki was touching her mouth again. No, not her mouth. It'd be more accurate to say her lips.
こんな場所であんな風紀を乱すようなことを。
I knew it. She's thinking about kissing me and fixing on it. Yoshi and Tenzin were around to see it when we were kissed here. The memory must have seem even more vivid when they show up. Wait, that was all a dream. If it happened in my gross desire-ridden dream the night before. No, wait, right? Nomiki had a dream like that too?
何か言ったか。
Oh, dude, just ask her. No, just talking to myself. Ah, Hairi.
そうか。
Could Nomiki have dreamed about kissing me last night too? In the same place? And seen by the same two people? Is that sort of coincidence even possible? We were up in the mountains and we accidentally kissed. Somewhere completely unrelated to here. But we still had the same sort of dream on the same day? That's beyond coincidental. Or maybe we had the same dream together? My train of thought ended up going somewhere really ridiculous. No, that's just plain impossible.
また何か言ったか。
Nope, sure didn't.
ないのか。
That's right.
そうか。ならいいが。
It's not possible, right? That sort of occult stuff, that is. It's just a bad dream, plain and simple. You gonna have another dream now? Let's see. Nighttime? Oh, no dream? Okay. Okay. I opened my eyes to a perfectly normal, bright, sunny morning. Feels like it's been ages since I woken up normally. Did I not have any dreams last night? It sort of felt like I might have had one and just forgot about it. And now, not dreaming anything feels sort of sad. I've been meeting with Nomiki every night in my dream as of late, after all. Not getting to see her at night for a night made me a bit lonely. I think I headed out early today. I went to see her so badly, I couldn't help it. The reporter showed up to talk with Nomiki about the article that day. I guess they wanted her to contribute something in her own words. The interview was supposed to make it into the paper too.
突然インタビューなどと言われても困ります。私の言葉なんて誰も読みたくないでしょうし。
いえ、ぜひミキさんの言葉でこの島の魅力を紹介してもらえたらと。
やはりこの島のことを思うミキさんの言葉がある方が記事内容にも説得力が増すと思うんです。
でも
I mean, why not? Saying something in the article on behalf of the Youth Association makes sense to me. Plus, the reporter's spin it all to make you sound good when you were writing up the article. I mean, you will, right?
それなりに言葉は整えさせてもらいますが、基本はままでいきます。
事前に原稿もお見せしますから、もし何か不都合なことがあれば直しますよ。
There you go.
そう言われては受けないわけにはいかないか。
ありがとうございます。
でも何を話せばいいのか。
Nomiki feeling for the island was so broad and deep that she's probably having a tough time summon them all up. I know, how about you ask some questions and you answer them? We can do an interview style.
ええ、いいですよ。
私たちがミキさんからこの島のいいところをたくさん引き出してみせますね。
そうしてもらえると助かります。
You got this, Nomiki.
ありがとう、高原。
She still remembered the kiss dream. Okay, bring on the questions.
こら、まだ心の準備が。
では早速、まずは改めてお名前からお願いします。
What was her name? Nomura Miki.
ああ。
Oh, fuck. It started out a bit rough, but once she got the swing of it, Nomiki answered the questions one after another.
この島には都会にあるようなものは何もないかもしれません。でも、だからこそ自由なんです。自由ということは何でもできるし、何をしてもいいんです。この島ではないものは誰かが作ってしまいます。それは既製品とは全く違ってオリジナリティあふれるもので、だからこそ面白いんです。何もないことで生まれる豊かさを味わえるのがこの島の魅力だと思います。
なるほど。何もないからこそ全てを生み出す力があると。
はい。
ではこの島で一番好きな風景というのはありますか？
Feels like something's in my ear for sure. It's weird.
これは私だけかもしれませんが。
構いませんよ。
夜の放送塔から眺める島の景色が好きです。
島のですか？星とかではなく？
星ももちろん綺麗なんですが、島の明かりも私は好きなんです。何時になってもどこかで明かりがついている。それは家だったり船だったり街灯だったり、その明かりを見ていると温かさを感じるんです。
Oh, fuck. I think I might have to end it early. Cause the mic keep going out. I don't know why.
きっとその温かさは人のつながりから来るもので、まるで家族のような温かさなんです。
I've been so preoccupied with the starry sky, I hadn't noticed it myself. Calling the bonds between people. Okay. Yeah, fuck it. I gotta call it early. Let's just finish this day and then I'll probably have to call it. Calling the bonds between people familiar sort of made it sound like she was calling the islanders her family. That reminded me of something she said before. That her parents were on the mainland and she was living on the island alone. I figured she might be very lonely and true.
なるほど。島の人ならではの視点ですね。ぜひ紙面で紹介したい言葉です。
The reporter looked really satisfied as he jotted down notes.
こんな何でもない話で本当にいいんでしょうか？普通の話をしているだけなんですが。
とてもいい話ですよ。
そうですか。
Nomiki looked a bit confused and embarrassed by the unexpected compliment. I thought it sounded really nice too. Thinking that sort of thing, as no one really was one of Nomiki's charm. She made it sound so appealing that I wanted to see the landscape she described myself. That's why I was certain that if it made into the paper, a whole lot of people would end up feeling the same way. Later that night. Excuse me. I decided to go out to the broadcast tower on a hunch. I knew it. I had a feeling she'd be there, and I was right on the mark. She was up atop of the tower. She was gazing out into the distance and hadn't noticed me standing below her yet. I asked her not to climb up at night when I wasn't around, but I hadn't really thought that would stop her. I mean, considering how she talked about it with the reporters earlier in the day, of course it wouldn't. Besides, she's been doing it for ages without incident up until now. Oi! I shook up the whole thought process and caught up to her.
Takahara?
So, mind if I climb up there too?
ここにか?
Right, you said it was pretty cramped, didn't you? That's why she wouldn't let me up last time I asked, since we ended up pressing up against each other.
いいぞ。
Huh?
上がってきてもいいぞ。かなり狭いが、それでも良ければ。
Yeah, of course, that's fine with me. Okay, I'm coming up. I celebrated internally as I took hold of the ladder. Does this mean she doesn't mind being in super close quarters with me? Was she against it last time, so she must feel differently about me now, right? Maybe she actually wants to get super close to me. CG, please? CG? I made it to the top of the tower as all those thoughts ran through my head. Made it up. I sat at the top of the tower for the first time. It really was cramped, just barely enough for the two of us. Nomiki was pretty much pressed up against my arms. Feeling a slight warmth of her body heat set my heart racing. Sorry for showing up out of nowhere.
驚いたぞ。急にどうしたんだ？あ、私がまた落ちないか見に来てくれたのか？
Well, that was part of it. I couldn't stop thinking about what you said this afternoon.
昼間の？
You talk about how you like looking at the town's light from up here, right?
ああ。
So I thought it would be nice to see it myself too.
そうか。
Nomiki. There we go. Nomiki quietly smiled and looked out into the distance again. But she wasn't looking at the town. She was looking further out, towards the ocean. You're not looking at the town lights?
あ、それも好きなんだが、私は実はいつもここで両親の帰りを待っているんだ。
She smiled, happily as she spoke. But something was weird about that. Your parents? Didn't you say they were on the mainland? I was positive that's what she told me. That's what she was living alone. But in that case, why would she be waiting for her parents to come home like this?
ああ、そういえばそうだったな。
But that was all Nomiki said in reply. She didn't seem to pay much mind at all. She hasn't answered my question at all. The way she brushed it off felt really unnatural to me. Hey, Nomiki, are your parents really... Just as I was about to ask about them. Oh, dude, you don't think her parents are dead? Are they? I saw a butterfly. No, I mean, I thought I saw one. But it was just there, only there for just a second, but it looked like a brightly glowing butterfly flew right out of Nomiki. Did I just imagine it? Why would a butterfly fly out of Nomiki? That didn't make any sense. And besides, I never heard of a glowing butterfly before. It vanished so quickly too. My eye must have been playing tricks on me. I must have mistaken one of the town lights was shining behind Nomiki for a butterfly for something. I convinced myself it was nothing and looked back at the pitch black ocean. And the ocean was so dark at night, it seemed to be an endless sea of black. Nomiki stared out into the darkness, unmoving. She wasn't listening to me at all. What was she talking about a moment ago though? Waiting for her parents to come home. I couldn't imagine anyone emerging from the dark ocean she was staring at. So then, just what she was really waiting for. That's it. Dream time? No, another day. Yeah, I gotta call it early. The mic keep going out. I don't know why. Usually to fix it, I have to restart the whole computer. So that's what I just call it, I guess. It's like I said, the Nomiki route been really good so far. I like it a lot. The lack of CGs though, right? Doesn't it feel like it lacks some CGs? We have this. Oh, this is a CG? I guess. Doesn't look like a CG. It looked like a sprite, doesn't it? In the CG. Got her name holding, but oh, she doesn't have a lot of CGs. Dang, she got the least amount. Who's extra character too? Lumi's not done. Shiki got more CGs too. Dang, Nomiki don't have a lot of CGs. Anyway, GG's. A little bit early because of the mic issues, but that's okay, I guess. We'll play more next time.